Hey, it's Stephen Cavanagh with Amped Up Magazine, and tonight we're at the Rutledge located here in Nashville, and I am with Shane Ownby, which is playing tonight, and also working at Cash Cabinet Studios, and when John Carter Cash is producing his new album. Tell us more about how you got involved at Cash Studios and what brought this all along.
All right. Well, see, John and I have been friends for about 8 years now, and I've been playing guitar for about 6 or 7 years, and I've been writing for almost 4. And I wrote some songs, and we went camping one week, and I'd just written a song or 2 or 3 songs about 2 weeks before that, and played them for him, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, brother, you've got it, dude. Keep this up, and you'll have a place in the music business if that's what you choose to do with your life, and if it's in your heart." And man, it's just continued to grow, and I've written many more songs than that now, and we're recording out at Cash Cabin Studio and John Carter's producing it, and we got some killer players that have been out there, just legendary musicians that are taking on the project, and they're playing along and making it their own and loving it as well, and we've had a real big time. And tonight is going to be a great show with the early evening, myself and John Carter Cash. And the early evening has recorded at the Cash Cabin Studio as well. They did it 2 years ago, and they're due back in there here in just a couple months, and they're going to start recording in there again. So it's kind of like a brotherhood, like a family thing. You know, we all know and respect and love each other, and we've all written songs together. And we're actually going to perform one of those songs tonight as a group. We're going to all get up and sing and play and perform together. So it's going to be a big time. We're really, really excited about it.
I was talking to John Carter downstairs, and he had mentioned to me that you've really developed your songwriting skills. Tell me a little bit more background about your songwriting. How you evolved that? Were you big into poetry, or what inspired you to write such good work?
Well, I wrote poetry first. I started writing poetry, I guess, when I was about 18 years old, 17 or 18 years old, and I just kind of started free writing, and over the years that became something I did on a regular basis. I wrote almost every day or at least every week, and then went to college and studied psychology, but I took a poetry writing class, and I quit writing poetry for a year after taking that class. No lie. Like, it made me think too much about it. I felt like I wasn't coming from my soul, and I was trying to do it the right way, and so I put it down, and then I picked up guitar about however much longer, a year or so after that, and so I quit writing but just played guitar. And then about 3 years into playing guitar, I started writing songs, and it started off, I don't know, I guess it's developed not in a way that I've gotten better at writing. I think I've just become more comfortable going to the place where the words come from, and I know how to get back there a little better, I guess, now. Or how to open my spirit up a little more and allow whatever that is to flow through me and to be that, and so my job is not necessarily to write songs. It's just to try to be open and try to remember them when they come to me, because I don't ever know when they're going to come or how they get there. I just know sometimes they shoot out, and if I gotta try and snag them up with the net before they get too far away, before I forget them. So that's about all on that.
Tell us a little bit more about when we can expect to hear the album out, and when you plan on playing some more live shows around Nashville, and what the future holds for 2011.
All right. Well, 2011 is going to be a great year. I know that. I just talked to a photographer that we've been working with. His name's Alan Messer, and he's a very accomplished and very, very talented man. And he called me on New Year's Day, and he said, 2011, this is your year, Shane. He said, this will be the year that the world hears from Shane Ownby. He said 2010 was just rehearsal. So, and this is a great way to kick the year off. I'm very excited about the show tonight. We've been working up for it for a long time, and we're actually talking about doing these maybe once every 3 or 4 months. So we're looking forward to putting more of these together and building on them and continuing to have cool players come on board, and it'd be something that people can come and enjoy. Not for a big price, and be able to have a night full of songs and music. And so we're looking forward to trying to do more of these, as much more as possible.
That sounds great, man. I look forward to hearing you tonight. I unfortunately haven't heard much of your music, except what I've heard on MySpace. Is there any other places where people can locate you online and find your music?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I think I've all but abandoned my MySpace page, and there's no telling. The songs that are on there now, they don't. I would have to guess they don't represent very well what we're doing this current, I guess, just phase of what we got going on, and so yeah, I'm on MySpace, Shane Ownby, myspace.com/Shane Ownby, and I'm also on Facebook, and I try to keep things updated there, and of course we're recording this EP right now. And the first half of an album, and we're going to release the first half as an EP in about a month or two. Whenever we get it all done, we still have a couple more sessions. Got to get it mastered and mixed down and all that stuff. But we're really excited about releasing it. And then, so I guess I would anticipate it being done and ready on iTunes and ready to be bought and purchased in about 2 months, maybe March. I think we're shooting for somewhere around there.
The Shane Ownby band, tell us more about the band. Are you bringing different individuals into the studio, or you've got a more permanent, stable basis with a group of people that you're going to be playing with? And how much have you had a role in that, or John Carter's had a role in that?
Okay. At this point, there's not one single permanent member of the band per se. There is one member of my music. And his name is Adam Wheely, and he sings background vocals with me, and has since the day I've been writing. I met this guy a week before I wrote my first song, and we became instant best friends. And he's a longtime award-winning bass. He's been singing forever in the Barbershop Harmony Society, and he's competed on the international stage multiple times, and he's won People's Choice Awards as favorite bass and stuff like that. And he's just an all-around brilliant vocalist, and one of the best people I think I'll ever have the blessing to come across on this planet. He's a good man, and he's my best buddy. And so we're in this together the whole way through. And as far as the rest is concerned, John Carter's brought in some players for the CD, and then of course I know Kenny Olson and Peter, and I asked them to come and play with us tonight, and also to play on the CD. And they're on Kenny's on the CD currently, and then Peter's gonna get on it when we start the second half. So I don't have a permanent band, no, but Kenny and I are also going to start a side project where Kenny Olson plays guitar and I sing, and we're going to work some songs out, some originals that we're working up. And so that's probably a few months down the road before that's something we're doing live. But we were talking about getting something like that together and taking that to the streets as well. So a lot of cool things going on. Really excited to be alive. I'm grateful.
Well, I guess that's it, folks. That's Shane Ownby, and we're going to go catch a show tonight, and keep a lookout for him.